For the last few years, we have been approaching the state governments and the central governments that what incentives they can offer to our students so that they go through the industry, learn something, and industry also welcomes them with the open arms. A lot of discussions had taken place in the last few months and few years also with the specifically with the state governments, and they subsequently discussed with the central government. So this time in the budget, the government has proposed the internship for our students if they can go to the industry, and they have also said that they would prefer if the students go to the five top industries or 500 top industries of the country. So that means now they are also now getting aware that the government can also play part in bridging the gap between the industry and the academia. Now, the first point that we need to discuss is that what we teach them today, are we aware that what industry is using? The technology that the industry is using today, sometimes we are not even aware that they have got the technology, they have imported the technology, or they have developed the technology. So we need to look into that also, that how we upgrade ourselves so that we can mentor our students in a way that at least they are aware which technologies are being used by the industry nowadays. So that will also be a part of how we can interact and how we can interface with the industry. So before with that, we take up. We yesterday also we discussed the fourth industrial revolution, which is probably the cyber security systems, cyber physical systems, Internet of Things, networks, automation, robotics, each and everything, which is we are aware of it, but we are not aware what is likely to happen next year or 2 years down the line. Even the industry experts are not aware what type of innovations are taking place around the world. So that means that we at least we should fill up the gap that what industry is using and what we are aware of. And when we talk of RFID technologies, we talk of cloud computing, we talk of mobile technologies, all these are now probably being used by almost every big industry. Not only big, I would say even the medium scale industry is also using these technologies. The original equipment manufacturers, be it the automobile manufacturers, be it the white good manufacturers, everybody wants that the vendors who supply them the components also use these technologies. So these technologies are now in a boundary of heavy scale industry or large scale industry. It has penetrated into medium scale industry also, and to some extent to the small scale industry also. Now, when we talk of cloud computing, probably the small scale industry is also using this technology. When we talk of Internet of Things, we talk of robotics. The small robotics, which we call as cobos instead of robos, pick and place robos, all these are also being used by the small scale industry also. Now, why did this technology penetrated so down the line? The emphasis remains that we must maintain quality of the product at the lowest possible price. The Indian manufacturers are facing this competition around the globe that our product must match the quality of the product being developed by the big industrial houses across the world, by the developed countries, but should also be cost competitive. Now, these two things, when we combine these two things, That means the are tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 vendors down the line, even a manufacturer of a screw or a nut bolt should also be competitive in cost and quality. So that's why these technologies have penetrated down the line. Now my question here is that, will AI take away the jobs of technical graduates or will help them to increase their productivity? Any member, any faculty member who is present, the participant, would you like to answer this question? It's a burning question that AI, when we talk of AI, when we talk of automation, when we talk of robotics, will they take away the jobs of our technical graduates?
Uh, good
Anybody?
good
Yeah,
morning,
please.
sir.
Good morning.
Sir, I would like to say something.
Yeah,
Sir, as far as technology is concerned, AI will take few repetitive jobs, which is based on manpower,
yeah,
but not all jobs. So where thinking is required, yeah, deep thinking is required, yeah, creativity is required. At that point, uh, we are needed all the time. But when repetitive work is there, so that will be taken over by AI.
absolutely right. Anybody else who would like to share the views or who would like to contradict our friend?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, I think not all jobs will be replaced by AI,
Yeah.
but many roles like customer service representations, computer programs, and machine learning engineers, like these roles will be increasing. So
Okay.
there, not all types of jobs will be replaced by AI.
So, should I put it that way that the low skill jobs, when he was talking about repetitive jobs, that means basically they don't require very high skills. Those jobs which require low skill will be replaced by the jobs of highly skilled graduates.
Yes, that I can say, sir.
Yeah, to some extent, it may not be that 10 jobs are lost because of repetitive work and 10 are created, but at least the skill level that will be required will get upgraded. Am I right?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
So that means, ma'am, that now our engineers who pass out from our institutes should have a higher skill level in case they want to enter into the industry. So that means AI is not taking away all jobs. Yes, some repetitive jobs, some small jobs are being taken away. Some programs will take away some jobs to a large extent. I agree with you. But then they are creating few jobs also for improvement in the processes, productivity, for the improvement in the services of the to the customer, and such like of jobs. So basically, that means that we should be aware that what skill level will be required for our students when they come out of our institutes, and that is where the industry academia interface is required. The more we are closer to the industry, the more we will learn what is required, and the more we will be able to teach our students that this is what they are going to face when they join the industry. And if we talk of the contribution of manufacturing sector, we are just around 16% of the GDP, and the government wants to increase it by to about 21% in another 5 to 6 years. So that means the availability of jobs will be there, but of a higher skill level. That is where the role of faculty member and the role of industry comes into play. I'm not leaving everything to the faculty member that this is their job, they have to teach. No, the industry also has to interact with the academia, that this is what is required today and this is what is likely to be required tomorrow. So please upgrade the knowledge of faculty members and subsequently of the students. So there is no dearth of jobs. Yes, the skill level required is slightly higher. Okay, I want to ask another question. Have you attended any conference or a seminar in the last 2 3 years? The participants?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please. Yes or no? You're not
Yes, sir.
audible.
We have attended.
You have attended some conference, some seminar in the last 2 3 years, right? Okay. In those seminars, how many industry experts were present? 5%, 10%, 20%, how many?
Maybe one or two from, if it is an international conference, there should be international conference or seminar. There will
Yeah.
be one or two online present, probably, not as a uh, physically presence.
So that means something around, say, I should say about 5 to 10% of the total
Probably.
speakers. Probably,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So now you can imagine that a seminar which is organized by the academia, the presence of industry expert is not more than 5 to 10%. Now I take the other way around. Have you attended any conference or a seminar which was organized by the industry association where mostly the speakers were from the industry?
Yes, sir. Recently, I have attended the World Education Summit that has been present. There
Mhm.
were one or two industrial experts are there, as well as the academicians were from the various universities and uh, university and institution were also present there.
But there, this was more towards the academia side, education side, the seminar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. That was related to higher education, how it will be converting into multidisciplinary. What are the different things that can be improved for in education sector to improve in to collaboration with industry 4.0 or 5.0. Now we are talking about industry 5.0.
yeah, absolutely right, absolutely right. But then again, this seminar was tilted towards the education side. I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
of the seminar. Yeah,
because it's not industrial expertise are now not matching with the education sector, so that's why it's a needed to be complementing both the things together.
absolutely. Now, the CII or Automobile Association of India or White Goods Association or the vendors of the original equipment manufacturers, they also organize some conferences and seminars where they discuss the latest technologies they are using or are likely to use. Have we attended such conferences?
Yes, sir. Sir, I had the opportunity to attend the management development program, which was, say, organized by the MSME. It was sponsored by MSME, and
Yeah,
it was at NIT Jalandhar. So
yeah.
over there, the people from the industry had come, and there they spoke about the recent technologies. For example, I got to know about, say, the 3D printers, right? How they work, and
Mhm.
about the techniques which are being adopted, say, in the organizations. Although say 5S is a concept which has been used quite long, but still. So
Mhm.
there were many insights which we got, which we believe can be imparted to the students, which we have not we have not incorporated till date.
Yeah. So that means now you have attended one. If I'm talking about 70 to 80 participants who are here, so I would say that maybe few of them have not attended any such conference or a seminar where the technologies which were discussed at NIT, the academia was present. Probably the attendance has not been what it should be in those seminars and conferences organized by the industry. Like if I talk of automobile component manufacturers, mostly MSMEs, or if I talk of Automobile Association of India, or if I talk of CII, where the technologies are being discussed, the attendance of academia is very, very less. So that is one of the reason, as you said, is the gap between the two. Now, when we organize seminars in our institutions, what generally we do, we invite papers. Mostly the papers are from the academia of one university, second university, maybe international also. But very few industry experts, as ma'am said, 5 to 10% were present. Now, this gap needs to be filled up. The conferences that we in the academia organize should be dominated by the industry experts, that this is the technology that is being used. Like you said, NIT did it. So that is what is required today to bridge that gap. Now you were talking about 5S. You were talking about the latest technology used by the MSMEs. Probably most of our faculty members are not even aware of those technologies or Japanese methodologies of improving productivity processes, or whatever we may say. So the gap, and if you really talk of the industry who organizes these seminars, they would never invite the academia that please come and listen to us what we have done, so that you can convey it to your students, you can discuss with your students. So that gap needs to be filled up, and that can only be done if our interaction with the industry improves and goes to the extent that we are almost, I should say, at the same level. See, one thing is very clear: we want our students to be placed in a good industry which is growing. The industry also wants students who can fit into their work, so that the industry can grow. So the fire is on both sides. They require students who can help them to grow. We want our students to join them to grow. But this fire on both sides have yet to join hands to make our students reach the level which is expected out of them. It can be done through industry academia seminars. It can be done through various other modes. We can discuss that. But first is recognize that industry also wants the same output what we want. So we need to join hands. Today, if we talk of the new age requirements of talking of what the industry wants, this is hard skills. It can vary from one stream to the other. Computers might require something else, mechanical engineers might require something else, but certainly they all require robotics, data analysis, they want ITS, artificial intelligence, all those things. But in addition, when we say the industry is to grow, they require these soft skills. I'm not saying all of them, some of them. Problem solving techniques, critical thinking. We were talking yesterday of project based learning, creativity, people management, decision making, flexibility, networking. All those things are also required by the industry now. If they are not problem solvers, if they are not creative, they are not decision makers, probably it will become difficult for the industry to grow. So we always talk of four things which the industry is looking for: critical thinking. When we talk of soft skills, we talk of creativity, we talk of collaboration, and we also talk of communication. These four C's, if we are able to inculcate into our students, in addition to the stream, whatever they are pursuing, will take them into the industry. Now, these four things can only be done, one, through problem based, so project based learning, and second, within our classroom, within our systems. Now, if we talk of today, another requirement has come up that they want their officers who can nurture relationships. Today is the world of collaboration, not of the competition. Competition within the industry, within your organization, is certainly not encouraged. We talk of empathy, emotional intelligence, what we say, and we also talk of understanding the intention of our colleagues. Inclusiveness. Can we work together? Can all of be included in the output of the organization? And can we complement, as ma'am was talking about, they complement each other's skills. So one side, they should be reasonably good in their academic. Second side, they should be reasonably good in the soft skills. Third side, they should be reasonably good in the human values. I'm just trying to inculcate this into your minds that the requirement of the industry is changing. Today, we talk of collaboration within the industry. We don't want the two of our officers on a competitive stage. They have to be on a collaborative stage. Emotional intelligence is one of the major aspect the employer looks for. Understanding intention is another thing which we have observed in the last about 2 years, is that when we say somebody is not working, is he intentionally not working or he is not able to work? Now these two things our industry is expecting from the officers to learn. If he is not able to work, that's why he is not able to give an output. The management is to train, skill, develop that employee so that he is able to do the work as expected. So, another point has come up, understanding the intention of the people. Inclusiveness, complement the skills, all these things will be required for the industry. So that's why we were yesterday talking about project based learning, which includes 4 to 5 people. Teamwork will come into, inclusiveness will happen, relationship will improve, empathy will improve because all of them are working towards one goal, and we'll be able to complement the skills of others. So all these things are a part of the projects that we are likely to give to these students. And if we talk of goals of G20 friends, they are also talking of almost the same thing: innovate for progress and build for tomorrow. All the corporates are working towards this innovation so that you can progress and build it for tomorrow, for the next generations to come. So they are talking of building resilient infrastructure, flexible infrastructure. And these lessons we have learned from the COVID-19, when the whole of the industry came to a standstill, the supply chain management came to a standstill, the flexibility of processes was not there. We were working absolutely as the robots would say, and that was came into in front of us when COVID-19 struck and our industry came to a standstill. From then onwards, we have started talking of a resilient infrastructure, the flexible infrastructure, the technologies the industry can incorporate and adapt as fast as possible and foster innovation. So it is not only India, it is worldwide. These things are required: innovation, inclusiveness, resilient infrastructures. Ma'am was talking about 5.0. I'm very happy that yes, our faculty members are now moving towards and are reading what 5.0 is. 5.0, the fifth industrial revolution, already being used and developed in the developed countries like US and in some of the European countries. Now, if we look at the industrial revolution fourth, we are talking of communication, data sourcing, networking, this. But in the fifth industrial revolution, if I talk of, we will be talking of humanization also. Industry 3.0 was pure computers, 4.0 was computer and digitizations, and 5.0 is computerization, digitization, and humanization. Now, when we were talking of AI will not take away all the jobs, the humanization aspect comes into play. Till 4.0, we were all talking about robots. We were talking that they can be programmed in a way and they will keep on repeating the jobs. But 5.0 is talking of real time communication between the robot and the human being. Can we improve the process? If we are facing any issues, the robots and the human beings will interact and will come out with the best possible solution. Till now, it was either human beings programmed the robots, they will repeat whatever you have said. But 5.0 is interaction between the robots and humans. And when we talk of 5.0, we are talking of flexible manufacturing system. So flexible that whenever the demand changes, my manufacturing process can change. We are talking of personalization of products, products that are tailored to their specific needs. If I give you an example, supposing you want to buy a car with its left door painted in red color, right door painted in blue color, dicky painted in yellow color, this Industry 5.0 will make it possible. They will customize everything right on the manufacturing line. So that is Industry 5.0. And for here, when we have to program the things like this, the human interaction or human intervention comes into play. And of course, we are talking of 5.0 with sustainability, where we can reduce our wastages and improve sustainability. When we said build for tomorrow, we are talking of sustainable products, sustainable processes, where we can reduce the use of natural resources. Now, this is what the industry is likely to be. Now, how we can interact with the industry is the point. And again, I would like to ask the faculty members, is this right? Survival of the fittest? Or there is a change? Any of my colleagues would like to answer this? Are we talking of survival of the fittest?
Hello.
Yeah, ma'am. What do you say? Is this still holds good? Survival of the fittest as far as the industry is concerned?
Yeah, in a manner we can say that because only skilled person will be required.
Okay. And ma'am, if I put this
Hello.
survival of, if I say survival of the most adaptable,
Yes, that would be correct if
that would be
we
correct.
say that.
So
Yes.
we are shifting from survival of the fittest to the survival of the most adaptable.
Yes.
I,
Yeah. Anybody else would like to add something?
sir, I like to put it as survival of the agile in
Yes, you
today's
can do
industry.
that also. Survival of the agile, the most agile, yes. But the fittest is gone. Survival of the adaptable, survival of the agile, yes. So that means now only and only academia cannot make our students adaptable, agile, soft skills, human values, technical skills. It is asking too much from the faculty members without they being upgraded to that level. So if I talk of the requirements, the institutes, we need to deliver quality product to the employers, basically our students. Fertilization of ideas, integrate industry experience with teaching, learning process. Now, uh, if I ask the faculty members that in the last 2 to 3 years, how many days you have spent in the industry? Anybody would like to reply or share? As a faculty member, how many days have you spent to study the technologies that the industry is using?
Hello. Sir, as
Yeah,
a faculty member, we only accompany the students for industrial visits. That can be then can be 1 day or 2 days maximum.
so,
So
do you really feel that that is a learning process for you, or you
no,
would like to
that's
spend?
in
Yeah, you
that
are,
small span of time we can only know the concepts but cannot go into the deep study. For that, in curriculum there is a industrial training is provided.
to
Students
whom?
go for 45 days of industrial training. At that time, that is a part of learning for the students,
Yeah.
not for faculty members.
So, ma'am, do you feel that the faculty members also need upgradation of the knowledge?
Yes, of course, sir. We also need, if we are talking about from last 5 days, about the practical examples we should be done in the class with the course. So for all those things, we should interact with the industry also as a faculty member. For the
So,
latest topics, latest research, for everything, we should be in connect with the industries.
yeah. So when we talk of industry academia interface, we always talk of how our students can go and learn in the industry. But that means there is one gap, that how our faculty members can be upgraded and are aware of the latest technologies. Our curriculums, our system is very clear that they should undergo 45 days of training, industrial training. Fine, good enough. But why not for the faculty members? Why can't they be allowed to go and spend few days there trying to learn the technology, so that when they come back, they share their experience with 60 or 100 odd students? So, what are your take on this? Should we depute our faculty members on a regular training to the industry which is using the latest technologies or not?
Sir, undoubtedly, the faculty should be given an opportunity to be a part of it because until and unless the faculties themselves are exposed to the environment and the latest technologies,
Yeah.
I believe it is simply not possible to come and deliver to the students.
Yes.
But given the fact that the on the practical ground, how say implementable it is, that is yet to be seen.
Right, absolutely. So that is when we were talking about, and Dr. Gupta talked to me about industry academia interface. I said that first it has to be between the industry and the faculty members. And one faculty member, when he comes back after learning, he can deliver it to 60 or 100 or 200 odd students. Whereas when we send one student, he learns only himself. He doesn't come back and share everything with their colleagues or with their friends. So the first thing is that now, since we are aware of the industry expectations, we may have to modify our systems in such a way that the teachers also get exposure to the industry. Faculty training is my first point. I'll always talk about it, that interface between these two institutions is relevant and fruitful only and only if my faculty members get the training. Now, there are another advantage with it. When students go there and meet the senior officers of the industry, the gap in the knowledge is very wide. Gap in the adaptability of the technology is very wide. When faculty member goes there, that gap is already less. They are aware, to some extent aware of the technologies, and they are very quick to adapt to the technology of the industry. So it won't require too many hours of learning for a faculty member to learn the new technologies. So that's why I always say faculty training in the industry is a must if we want to bridge the gap. If we say that the industry and students will be able to bridge the gap, it may not be possible. Student internship should be there, they should be exposed to the industry, they must be aware what is going on. But those who are mentoring them, if they are not made aware, then what message are we giving to them? What we are giving them is that we are the faculty members, we are the institute, we have got in touch with the industry, now the students should go there and learn. That is one thing which I would request, wherever possible, try to make changes in their systems, that on a regular basis in the faculty members go there, visit, talk to them, see the technologies, see the intricacies of the technologies, come back and relate all those stories to the students. That is my wish, and we have done experiments in North India with one or two faculty members with the permission of the directors and the principals. We did invite them, gave them the training for about 15 days, shared all the technologies that we are using, and when they go back, they have shared everything with the students. We have even allowed to some extent, not in the research and development section, in the production section, that they can click photographs also, because today the technology is worldwide known to everybody. I'm not using any technology which people don't know about it. Earlier it was there that why should I allow a third person to come inside and study how I am using my manufacturing processes, or how I am using my inventories, or how I am using my softwares. Now it is open. And this experiment with two or three faculty members have really given a change the way they used to teach and the way the student used to react to their teaching. Because they will always relate the theory with the practical part. This is what they have seen, this is what they have observed. Nowadays, we are talking of research collaborations also. Can we go in for research collaboration with the industry? There are so many areas. We might have, as a faculty member, written maybe hundreds of papers on electric vehicles or the batteries of electric vehicles, but they have remained in our cupboards. Industry is doing its own research, we are doing our own research. End result, we are both looking at the same. Why don't we collaborate? Why we don't collaborate? One is the missing of the trust. The industry people sometimes, and I would say wrongly, feel that collaboration means we give money to the institute, and whenever they want to work, they will work. That is the mistrust, myth in them. Let them collaborate, talk to them, offer them the collaborations, tell them that you give us your problems, we will come out with solutions. You just have to one is remain as a partner with us, and of course we are looking at finances from you, because at the end of the day you are going to get the advantage. So build that relations and trust with the industry. When we talk of teaching to the faculty members, again the relations will matter. We have a common problem, they give us the fundings. I know the educational institutions, whether private or the government, won't have funds to invest in the research, the practical research. Well, the industry has enough funds. The only thing is they don't trust us. We have to build a trust. And once the two collaborate, we will have new knowledge. The company will benefit, the researcher will benefit, the society will benefit. So
सॉरी
that,
सर, मैंने म्यूट कर दिया, आप कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं.
yeah, sure. So this is what is required today. Collaboration with the industry in the research projects, and in that process, we will not only learn of the present problem. When we go to the industry, discuss with them different aspects, our knowledge will become very, very wide. So, friends, one is that we start collaborating with the industry on research projects. Why should they invest their manpower when we as academicians can do it? Second, again, I come to the faculty training. Visits to the organizations is a must, but not a visit, as ma'am said, as the secondary partners. No. 3 to 6 months exposure. We go on sabbatical leaves for writing papers, for doing research. Why can't we go on sabbatical leave for training in the industry? And when we go, even if I am from an electrical engineer or I am from a computers department, when I will go to the industry, I will learn not only my stream, but I will learn a lot others. And that is what is required today. Multidisciplinary approach. The NEP also talks of that. The government talks of that. The industry talks of that. And that is where we need to modify our systems. Sabbatical leave, yes. If I'm on a sabbatical leave for 1 year, maybe I can spend out of those 3 months with the industry and learn. We can go in for standalone projects. We can go in for collaborative projects. We can visit their seminars. We can invite them to our institute to discuss what we have researched in the last few years. So one is the collaboration part, and the second, the most important I feel, is the faculty training by the industry. The government again has emphasized on, in spite of the fact that we discussed two things: internship, not internship, the sabbatical leave for the teachers, for the industry, and second was the internship for the students to be paid by the industry or by the government. Yes, the government of India has accepted the one for the students, but probably maybe another 1 2 years down the line they will also get this exposure that yes, we need to build our faculty also. But till that time, can we do it ourselves or not? Now I come back to the visits ma'am was talking about. uh, I might be wrong, but my observation when I had been working with the industry was that most of the industrial visits are fun visits for the students. They do come, just go around. Some of them would gossip, some of them might see something which is happening and come back after a day or two. Am I right, ma'am? Or the faculty members?
Yes, sir.
So that they learn also and
Sir,
our teachers also learn. Yeah, please.
no, sir, I beg to differ from this because
Okay.
what we do as far as the industrial visits are concerned, we brief them beforehand as to why you are going over there, what is the purpose of visiting the plant, and then they are also given, say, they already told that you need to prepare a report for the industrial visit for whatever learnings you have gained over
Right.
there. So this makes them very focused because they know that when they'll be going in the industry, they just cannot pass time over there. They're very focused. Look into the processes very carefully, and this adds value to the industrial visit.
From which institute are you, sir?
Sir, I am at Khalsa College of Engineering and Technology, Amritsar.
Yeah, agree. So, do you think it has made a change?
Yes, sir. It has made a change, and I'll just share an experience. The recent industrial visit which I had was at Ludhiana at Aarti Textiles, and
Mhm.
the industry people themselves they appreciated the fact that your students are the one who are asking questions from us. So this was something which I took as a compliment because the students were prepared for the industrial visit.
Now, this is what I was about to refer. And this experiment we have done north of India at about 7 8 institutes and industries. And what our colleague said is absolutely right, that a structured visit, that's what I have written in my PPT also, the structured visit. They have to come back, every student has to come back and write a report what he has observed and learned in those 5 to 6 hours, which questions they have asked, did they understand the answers, or if there are few queries which are left out, the faculty member would again contact the industry and get the answers to those queries. That is what I was talking of, structured visit to the industry. But how many of us doing as Khalsa College is doing? Probably very few of us. And that's why, sir, I said that most of us, I knew some of the institutes, I was not aware about your institute is also doing the same, but yes, some of the institutes have followed this, and the students are under pressure that they have to go back and write 1 page of the visit, which they have to write it themselves, not as a team member, and then all the observations are shared by the faculty member. That is what a structured visit to the industry is. It is not an excursion. And I'm sure the industry where the students have gone, please just tell me that how the industry takes those students seriously, or they just answer the questions that they are asking?
No, sir. In fact, like I say, they were very happy to say get the questions from the students, because they shared their experiences that whenever the students come, they normally are not that much serious like you were talking
Hmm.
about. But when the students posed them questions, they were very happy, and they did respond to the questions to the students. Sorry.
See now, uh, supposing that industry comes to your institute for the placement, they will have a different vision, mind of set. Thus, this institute is an organized institute, takes care of the students, try to teach them. So that impression of the institute also gets changed. And in one of the industry, there were about 10 or 15 students only, those who visited. In those 5 hours, they picked up two projects also, which were about a week long projects. In that one day visit, they picked up two projects, which they said that we will complete and come back to the industry with the solutions. So the people are going now to that extent that these visits are structured, one, and second, the faculty member is not a passive member of the visit. They are as active as the students should be. That is what when we say the interface between the two. I'm very happy that Khalsa College is also doing it, and I'm sure they are going to get the results.
Thank you, sir.
And then we are talking of extension lectures. We are probably everybody is organizing those. Now the point here is that how much knowledge do they get if an industry expert comes, delivers 1 hour lecture, have tea, and go back? Does it really make a difference we are looking for, or it is that we are completing our curriculum coursework or the directions of the government that people should come and deliver lectures and all that? Does it really make a difference? Any member?
Sir, one day lecture definitely doesn't make any difference. But normally, what we put into practice is supposedly there is a module which we believe the industry expert can come and deliver. So that is what we
Yeah.
try and practice. And the experts come, so they deliver complete module to the students. So therein the
Yes. So that is what I was looking for. One day. Yeah, please.
seriousness of the students is maintained.
Yeah. So instead of 1 day lecture, let them complete a module, because then they will be serious to tell the students how that module is done, and maybe one or two projects can be taken out of that module, which will again be mentored by those industry experts. So that is one platform where we can have an industry academia interface. And of course, when even if they come for 1 day lecture, we can improve our networking with them. We can talk to them. We can talk of industrial visits of the teachers. We can talk of industrial visits of the students. We can talk of the uh, research that our academia has done, whether that research can be put into a practical use or not. We can show them this is what we have done. Will it be useful for you to use it commercially or not? So all those things can also be done as a collaboration. Now, IIT Delhi had organized what we call as a mela for the industry to come and see the research which has been done by the academia and try to find out that which research can be put into a commercial use. Academia has done a lot of research which probably is not known to the industry. Even if it is a large scale industry or a medium scale industry, they are not aware of the research that we people have done, but needs to be showcased. Once they come to your institute, see that how beautifully and methodologically we have done the research, they will be able to find out one or two odd cases where that research can be used for the commercial purpose. And IIT Delhi was very successful, no doubt in it. The same thing was being organized in Chandigarh also, because Chandigarh has been a hub for the technical institutes. Yes, some of the uh, research was picked up by them in collaboration with the researcher. The industry people have made it commercial, but the commercialization is very, very limited because the industry is not even aware of the research we have done. A lot of us have done research on the materials, the low weight material, but are the industry people aware of it? If they are not aware of it, they will do their own research. But if they are aware, they will just pick that research papers, they will pick up that person, collaborate with him, and to commercialize it. So that is one area which might require more interaction with the industry people. So we were talking of research projects in collaboration, we are talking of faculty training, we are talking of internship and one day visits which are really fruitful, and we are talking of showcasing our research to the industry for better collaboration. Of course, we have cooperative education programs, mostly in the software industry, long-term projects we always have. And second part, we are experienced in our own field. Can we give consultancy services to the industry? What we are trying to say is that interface. When we come closer to the industry, shake our hands, the industry will be open for our students. The industry will be open for the collaborative research work. The industry will be open for our faculty members. We can offer them consultancy services. We can offer them the training programs also. We need to find out how we can do that. A lot of knowledge sharing through adjunct faculty, everything. And of course, one thing which I have missed out is startups. Incubation centers, probably most of the institutes have, but mentoring by the industry expert is still at a low level. The industry has enough funds in the form of CSR, the corporate social responsibility. They have to spend 2% of their profits on CSR activities, and funding and mentoring startups is one part of that uh, expenditure. Why don't we ask industry to mentor our students for startups? If the student wants to be an entrepreneur, he gives an idea, can it be mentored by the industry? Can they offer some funds to the students so that they can try to make prototypes or whatever is required? So that is another area where we can have the collaboration with the industry. Innovations, internships, we are all talking about. But before we finish, can we sign an MOU with the industry so that our interface with them becomes stronger? I think most of the institutes have an MOU. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
But have we taken the real advantage of that MOU? Basically, MOU means that it is the responsibility of both the industry and the academia to join hands and bring the best from our students. But have we really taken the advantage? Any of the colleagues who would like to share their views on the MOUs that have been signed with the industry?
Sir, we have signed a MOU with WinPlus Technologies as well as Digitoad, two companies. So we have involved them for our curriculum improvements. Sir. We have sent us curriculum to them, and they have given some suggestions for the industrial gap, and we have included it. Sir.
Okay, so that is the curriculum part you have taken care of.
Yes, sir.
Now, do they come and teach those curriculums also?
No, sir. Actually, internship few students are going over there
Mhm.
because those companies are not based on our location. They are a little bit far away. So, if some few guest lectures only we have arranged, but not particular to the topic and all.
Okay. So, ma'am, can we enhance the scope of the MOU to such an extent that when you said the students go there for internship, can do you feel that the faculty members should also go there and try to learn?
Yes, sir.
So, can we enhance the scope of the MOU to that extent?
Yes, sir. We need to.
We need to. So, but again, you might be thinking there are many hurdles in that.
Yes, sir.
Now, how to overcome the hurdle is what we need to look into. Okay.
Yes, sir. We
So
need to.
she says that they have an MOU, so they do change their curriculums according to the market requirements. But ma'am, have you ever felt that the curriculum they have advised to modify, we have the faculty members who can really teach those new curriculums?
Actually, only few suggestions they have given, sir. Like in our curriculum, like one or two topics, one or two, three topics they have included. That we are managing with the help of like journals, all those things we are going through, and we are trying to teach, deliver those parts. Sir.
Yeah.
But as you said, if the industry or person itself, they itself have come and they are doing it, means it will be more useful. Correct, sir.
So that is why I am tracking of changing the scope or widening the
Yes,
scope
sir.
of MOU,
Correct, sir.
right? Yeah, please go ahead. Anybody else who would like to comment on that? The widening the scope of MOU to include faculty trainings and giving lectures on a particular module or a particular topic by the industry experts. Anybody who would like to comment on that?
Ideally, yes, sir. Ideally, it should be done because it is a win-win situation for both industry as well as academia. So, like you have already emphasized
Yeah.
the fact that the faculty should also get an opportunity to go and visit the industry. So, definitely the experts coming from the industry and delivering, say, lectures to the students. So, this should be incorporated as a part of an MEU and will definitely help.
Now, do you feel that it will be difficult within the present constraints and the rules and regulations that the faculty is allowed to go to the industry for maybe about 15 days or 1 month to study the technology, adapt the technology? Will it be difficult within the present rules and regulations?
Sir, I believe yes, as far as the difficulty is concerned, definitely it
Yeah, but that means we need to.
is. But
So that means we need to sit down with
I
our.
think
Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
the session ends, we can like that tenure, like you're talking about, we can take a sabbatical for that tenure and go for that training period. Because in between, on a practical ground, in between the sessions, it is very, very difficult for a faculty to
Yeah,
say be part of that training.
right. But then maybe when there are vacations by rotation, we go there and try to see. It's a win-win situation, as you said, for both of us, for the faculty also, for the institute also, for the industry also. Because sometimes we as a faculty members also feel that my knowledge is not upgraded because I couldn't get the time to go there and visit. So some sacrifice of vacations from our side, some sacrifice by the industry, some sacrifice by the institute probably can uh, give us more knowledge and more mentorship knowledge to the students. So probably we need to work on that. We have few more participants here. Anjali Rana is there. Salaja is there. Dr. Monica is there. Ma'am, your comments on these? Ma'am, your views on how to enhance the collaboration with the industry. Let's share our views. As our colleague from Khalsa College has said, that how they have structured their industrial one day industrial visit and what are the advantages they have got. If we have such experiences which we can share, it can add to our knowledge, and we can certainly adopt some of the good practices being adopted by the other institutes.
Yes,
Bhavna ma'am.
yes, Madam Bhavna Sachdeva, you are there? Yes, Dr. Seema Roy, please. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, at GNIOT, we do have industrial visit on regular basis for all the students, at least twice in a semester. That is the first thing. Then we do invite guest speakers for expert sessions also. We have MOU signed with our industry partners, and we really keep them active through their participation and take them for industrial visit. The students to the same industry, in general, and then these are the two major ways how we interact. And then, of course, as Madam Monica also pointed out earlier, that we have internship in our curriculum. So that is how interaction is done with industry experts. But of course, I do agree with you, sir, Dr. Sanjeev, that we should have a mandatory kind of, interaction of faculty members with industry on maybe sabbatical basis. So that is that we should plan to include in the curriculum or as part of our teaching practices.
Ma'am, that will add a very big advantage to you, to the institute, and to the students.
Yes, sir. We'll really put this point forward to our management, and I think that opportunity they will be ready to provide. That would be
Yeah,
really, the requirement of the day is that only.
yes, that is what I was coming back to. That industry academia interface doesn't mean only the industry and the students.
Yes, sir. Definitely, we do totally. I personally totally agree on this, and management is also. I mean, it should agree on this point.
So
Definitely.
that's good. That's great. That if we can inculcate this good practice of others into our institute and our learning process, that will be very good. Right?
Sir, I
Anybody?
would also like to mention that, of course, we are encouraged to write research papers, as you earlier pointed out, with
Yeah.
industry experts also, especially in the field of relevance. So that
Mhm.
is what we are doing currently. That is also one thing which we are encouraged to do, and we are definitely doing it.
But ma'am, are we using this research for commercial purpose?
At present, I'll not say we are using, but that could be, done in future,
Yeah,
near future itself.
absolutely. This is what I was trying, that whatever research we are doing, let's try to commercialize it,
Yes, sir.
because only then the society gets the advantage.
Definitely.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
are plans like that, sir, already there.
Thank you, Dr. Arora. Would like,
Thank you.
thank you. Any new thoughts about it? Yeah, Dr. Thakkar, Bhavesh Thakkar. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. I am from Ganpat University, Gujarat, Mehsana,
Okay,
and
good.
we must have industry connect courses should be there. Uh, हमारे यहाँ पे जापान इंडिया का कोर्स चलता है, जापान इंडिया मैन्युफैक्चरिंग का, मारुति सुजुकी का, जिसमें 10th वाले बच्चे आईटीआई करके सीधे वहाँ पे प्लेसमेंट होता है उनका।
Mm-hmm.
तो ये काफ़ी अच्छा कोर्स है और काफ़ी जो है लोकप्रिय कोर्स भी है। तो अगर ऐसे कोर्सेज होते तो इंडस्ट्री का भी उनको भी बेनिफिट होगा और स्टूडेंट का भी यहाँ पे बेनिफिट है। तो इंडस्ट्री में क्या है कि उनको जो नीड होती है और हमारे यहाँ स्टूडेंट है, तो दोनों का कोलैबोरेशन होना, इंडस्ट्री में कौन सी टेक्निक चाहिए उनको, उस तरीके के कोर्स के सब्जेक्ट हमें सिलेबस में इंक्लूड करके हम ऐसे कोर्स डेवलप कर सकते हैं जिससे कि इंडस्ट्री में भी उनका भी जो है टेक्नीशियन मिल सके, इंजीनियर मिल सके, और हमारे यहाँ हम ऐसे इंजीनियर्स जो है डेवलप कर सके जाके आगे जाके इंडस्ट्री में अच्छा काम कर सके। सो इंडस्ट्री कोलैबोरेशन बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है।
तो भवेश जी, जब ये एक्सपर्ट्स आपके पास आते हैं फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स, व्हाट इज द पार्टिसिपेशन ऑफ फैकल्टी मेंबर्स?
फैकल्टी मेंबर का पार्टिसिपेशन ये होता है कि हमारे यहाँ जैसे कि लास्ट सेम का इंडस्ट्रियल विजिट करवाते हैं बच्चों का, फिर एमओयूज होते हैं इंडस्ट्री के साथ, हमारे यहाँ टीसीएस के साथ, आईबीएम के साथ एमओयू करके उनके जो कोलाब्रेशन से कुछ कोर्सेज चलाए जाते हैं। तो और फैकल्टी जो है वो इंडस्ट्रियल विजिट करवाती है बच्चों को, और उनसे भी काफ़ी बच्चों को महत्वपूर्ण इंफॉर्मेशन मिलती है कि कौन से इम्पोर्टेंट फील्ड्स है जिससे आगे बढ़ा जा सकता है।
ठीक है, गुड गुड गुड।
थैंक यू सर।
या
I'm
मिस्टर,
from KBN University, Kalburgi, Karnataka, sir.
या
I admit the words of Dr. Seema Madam has said a very beautiful words regarding whatever the perspective should be there on the industrial expert. And one thing I want to say, sir,
या
regarding project base and regarding the industrial expert, we have to add something like that in the form of a credit points and giving the students to come in the industry direct, because I belong to CS department. And no one is entertaining for the internship of the student in the project base in the IT companies, sir.
okay, okay, okay.
In
So,
IT companies like Wipro, Infosys, these are the big companies are there.
mm,
Now there is a no protocol for them to that direct B students can be a part of that big companies as an internship.
mm, good.
So can such kind of a things should be added so that students
So,
get motivated.
can we have some MOU with these big companies?
Yes,
Some,
sir. Yeah, because our university is last 4 years before it has been established, sir. We are
mhm.
doing the MOUs with them, but the ground reality is somewhere else missing. With when we send the students to the IT industries, they are not getting that exposure what to be they are going to be get in previous years.
Okay, so that means maybe the role of faculty member becomes more in that case, that though the MOU has been signed and yet all the it is not being fulfilled in true spirit. So
Yes,
maybe
sir.
if we go there, talk to them along with our
Oh,
students, show
yeah.
that the faculty is also interested in their students to get the knowledge. Because if we
Yes.
send the students to the industry of their own, they may not entertain them. But if
Huh.
we have a one-to-one interface with them, they will start entertaining the students also. So
Okay.
here
Okay.
again, members may have to work in the network building with those industries, what we call as the relationship building with them.
Oh. Okay, sir. Thank you. I will follow your words.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
thank you. Thank you.